Hello, this is Discodoggy, and it is Wednesday. I'm actually home today. I'm home sick. I thought I was actually going to be more sick than I was, and I probably didn't need to stay home today. I hate when that happens because I'm the type of person who usually goes in and just sucks it up if I have a little cold. But I thought I was going to get real bad, but I didn't get real bad. It's just a little cold. At any rate, I'm at home now. What am I going to do with my time when I'm not resting? I'm going to make a video, and hopefully it'll be a 100 win club inauguration. I hope I can make it that far, because right now Black Claw McGraw is at 95 wins and 25 losses. So immediately out of the gate, I'm faced with a pretty good team. Do I want to take a chance right away? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and hope for the toss. Here's what I'm thinking that this guy's gonna do. Let's get a different viewpoint. I always record it from the same place. I think he's gonna use that on the first round. Oh, I was wrong. I was very wrong. But it worked out just as good for me. Okay, so I'm going to take a little damage with the imp. It's pretty good. That's pretty good against imps. Because, oh, never mind. That was not direct damage. I was thinking that I got hit with toxic skin because of my indirect damage from my Fiendish imp from Immolation, but I doubt that was the case. I think that I actually oh, thank you, sir. I think that I actually took a hit from toxic skin because I used my Fiendish imp's burn. So I got a little confused there for a second, as has been happening a lot lately. I blame it on me not playing much, but that should say direct damage. Each time they deal damage, it doesn't say direct damage. Interesting. So let's see if the imp takes a hit from this toxic skin. It'll be a learning experience. Nope, it did not. Or maybe it healed back up. I probably shouldn't be checking right there. I should be looking right here. Toxic skin missed. Toxic skin missed. Okay. I'm paying attention to this now when I should be paying attention to this up here. I got enough to take him out now, because that does not reduce any damage. Okay, well, I think I'm actually in great shape now. It was a little bit scary there at first. So let's see what this guy is gonna do. If he's smart, he just stay in and burn me down, which is fine. Uh-oh. You can hear the congestion. Maybe I shouldn't do something that's so long, because this might take a long time. I doubt I'll win 5 straight with this team. Pretty tough day in my battle group, meta, whatever you want to call it. Graves and MPD combos are all around. I'm just gonna keep attacking this imp. 378 damage for a normal attack, as long as you have Black Claw up, is not too shabby. And then that happens, and that's gonna hurt, my friend. There you go. Got it all wrapped up. Number 96 for Black Claw McGraw. So, in case I wasn't completely coherent in the beginning, I was concerned that my imp had taken damage from toxic skin, and I didn't think that it was supposed to work like that. Immolation. No, it did. It did. Okay, so let's see this. Let's take a look at this. So I burned him. Then he applied toxic skin, and then immolation hit him, and toxic skin dealt 76 damage. Yes, it dealt 76 damage there too, because that was direct damage. But let's see down here. Well, there he was just missing, but it should have said that he missed the imp as well. I don't get it. Oh, there we go. Immolation, toxic skin miss, toxic... Excuse me. Frankly, I don't know what happened. Maybe someone can figure it out, but let me cue again. Yeah, I really don't know what happened that first time. So, anyways, 96 wins, 25 losses. Pretty good. I didn't talk about the strategy at all. I've talked about it before, but I can't assume that you... Bane of noobs. That's a joke, because the Clockwork Gnome is such a noob pet. Sorry, that was kind of rude. I shouldn't say that. It's a pet that I choose not to use regularly. I don't like the Clockwork Gnome. I've never liked the Clockwork Gnome. Have I ever mentioned why? It's a long story. Actually, it's not that long a story. One of the biggest reasons I hate the Clockwork Imp. Did I say Clockwork Imp? Whoa. The Clockwork Gnome is because, you know, I started battling on day one of MOP, basically. I've been battling a long time. And back then, the gnome was very overpowered. It could drop 3 turrets at one time. Because of this, I feel that I missed out on a lot of the same content that a lot of other people had to suffer through. Oh, you know what? I should pay attention to this battle. I'm not really paying that close attention. And there is a Graves back there. And I do have an imp, which means I need to be very careful about what's happening here. But anyways, I just plowed through all that early content because I just happened to choose the Clockwork Gnome as one of my first pets to level and one of my first pets to use basically for PvE pet battles, and it was extremely overpowered back then. I mean, think about it: 3 turrets. 3 turrets is kind of crazy, and that's what it had. So yes, let me knock this gnome for a loop. Well, here's something interesting. Do I want to eat that? Because am I going to beat Graves with those 2 pets? That's what I need to ask myself. Because I can take out the gnome here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take out the gnome. And then just get a few shots off, or maybe even 1 shot off on Grave, just depending on how much this rocket hits for. I didn't really want to swap this gnome out and then swap Graves in and leave the gnome back there. But, you know, I'm always kind of all over the place, but today I feel like I'm way all over the place. Because I have this sort of, stack in my mind of like, okay, I talked about something and I didn't finish talking about it, and I feel on that stack there are 2 objects right now, things that I started talking about, and I always do that because I'll start talking and then I'll start thinking about the battle. I should probably wait longer in between. Okay, this is interesting here. Am I going to be able to... No. Okay. I was going to say, will I be able to haunt with my Ghastly Kid and then outlast Graves with the mechanical Scorpid? And that's going to be a big no. So, As you can see, it worked out fine for me. Well, did it? Does that Scorpid only have did it already use its failsafe? I would say yes, since it has exactly 280. If this crits, then I'm ending up with a draw. It did not crit. Alright, there we go. 97 and 25. So what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I don't know. Jesus. I had someone complain before about how heavy I breathe. That was with the old microphone, the old headset. Now that I have this blue snowball, you can't hear it as much, but I'm sure I am just huffing and puffing here due to my inability to breathe through my nose. I actually blame this sickness on my recent vacation, because I usually drink 2 smoothies every weekday. That's my breakfast and my lunch, and each of them has a lemon in it, among many other fruits and vegetables and nuts. But when I go on vacation, I stop drinking that, and you know what happens? I stop consuming 2 lemons a day. I get sick. Is there a correlation there? Could be. There, I finished talking about it. I did it. I did it. Okay, Proto-Whelp. You know what I'm going to do? Just going to start with my Ghastly Kid, and I am going to pound this Val'kyr. I kind of like this point of view. It's cool. It's a little bit confusing though. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm just going to pound the Val'kyr with Hoof. I was going to say until it haunts me, then I'm going to haunt back, but it did put the COD on me. Oh, okay. Well, if you want to do that, buddy. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know if that was the best thing to do. Because I was thinking, well, I have 3 things incoming. I have the Curse of Doom. I have the Darkness, and then I have the Nocturnal Strike. So I was thinking if I were to use my Ethereal, then I'd be getting hit with 2 other things. But actually, now that I look back, it might have been better to do something else, because now I'm gonna have to, because I ended up getting hit with 2 out of 3 of them anyway. I got hit with the excuse me. Oh snap! That always sucks. I got hit with the Call Darkness. Now, unless I swap back in right when the haunt ends, I'm gonna get hit with the Curse of Doom. But you know what? I might actually do that, because I just might. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Curse of Doom should have two rounds on it now. Ta-da! It all worked out. It all worked out. I have to admit, I am afraid of this Emerald Proto-Whelp back here. What is it going to do to me? I can't use my my Fiendish Imp's Immolation against it. That's for sure. Because it's gonna. Well, it's not for sure, but it's probably gonna have. Excuse me. It's probably going to have a shield. So what do I want to do here? I'll just take the damage with my Ghastly Kid. Oh, there is no damage. I should have figured that out. Usually people don't haunt. There's an Unholy Ascension. And I always talk about how bad I am at pet battling now. I wouldn't say I'm bad, but I used to just be like really, really good. And like I would have just known immediately that this is an Unholy Ascension team. Like the first turn that they didn't haunt, when a haunt would have been appropriate, I would have been like, oh, Unholy Ascension, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And now you see, I kind of muddle through it. I'm a guy that pet battles a lot now, instead of a guy who is like really pro at pet battling. Okay, I'm still pretty good. Okay, I'm not gonna diss myself too much here, but let's see. So now I gotta think about this. Here's what I think I'm gonna do. I'm going to just burn this guy down as much as I can, and then when it uses its Emerald Dream, I'm going to bring in my kid, which will have a haunt ready to go by that time. And then I'm going to haunt, and then I'm going to bring in the Black Claw. Okay, yeah, this is what I want. So bring in this guy. You're healing. Oh, whatever am I going to do? Bring in this guy. Haunt. You're full health now. You're boss. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be a jerk. It's not really my thing. Most of the time. Or how about I say in public. Okay, so now I got to figure out what do I want to do. Do I want to keep hitting him with Barbed Stinger? Is that going to be enough? 287. And then what do we got here? We got one. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I bring my imp in, and it's all good. All right, there we go. Talking crap about myself here, but I just did win 3 battles in a row. Okay, I do have a good team though. Yeah. Oh, I know what I forgot to talk about. I'm doing Journey to 101 Club inauguration, and I didn't even really talk about this team at all. So, how does this team work? Well, you've already seen how it works, but the whole point here is to get the kid, to start off with the kid, to use Haunt, bring the Scorpid in, apply Black Claw, or okay, that's option 1. Bring the Scorpid in, use Black Claw, then use Blind. Haunt and Black Claw have great synergy. The other option is to bring the Imp in and then use Nether Gate. That'll mean that the haunt ticks are happening on the back line, or there's nothing your opponent can do about it. Get Immolation going, then bring the Scorpid in, and then if someone has haunt and Immolation on them, while they have haunt on their pet, Immolation going on the back line, and then you Black Claw. Woo! It's a lot of damage. So there you go. My strategy in 1 minute, I guess. I don't know. So, about breeds. You always want to use an SS Fiendish Imp. I don't talk about breeds enough. Some people will try to get lucky, and they'll use a slower Imp. This is going to be problematic. But let me just finish what I was saying. You always want to go with the SS Imp. I don't care. Maybe some people have some luck, some success with a slower Imp. I don't think it's good news. Okay, I don't think you want to do that. For this team, you also want to go with an SS Scorpid. This is really a control team. You wanna control the battle. control the tempo, backline pets when you need to. I actually don't mind I think they're going to use sunlight right now, but I don't really mind taking that hit. Okay, that's fine. You know, buddy, I really don't care too much about your sunlight at this point. I want to damage you as much as I possibly can. Okay, so we got Black Claw. We got a couple ticks going. Now I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh, if I would have known you were going to stay in. Well, I guess I knew you were going to stay in. Ooh, how low can I get you? Oh, this is a nasty team to face. Not even in a good way. Like you know, I swear to God, I would rather face the Graves and MPD team than this team. I really, really would, because it's just annoying to face. I mean, you just have all this healing, hardly any damage going on. You could see I tried to go straight damage right there, and look where it got me. It didn't get me very far against that Blossoming Ancient. The one thing that I have going for me here that's really good is I have the Imp, and it's backline healing. So let's see, what do I want to do here? It's gonna recover. By the way, I thought, you know, I thought that might be coming, but I decided to keep the Imp in anyways. God, he's still got... Now I have to swap the Imp, or I have to gate because of that solar beam. So let me get some of that backline healing that I was talking about from the Imp. You can see it's going up pretty fast, but I just this is one of those things that it's just like I hate to use the word overpowered because people always freak out about that, but I tried to you know, get a definition for overpowered earlier in my pet battling days, and my definition was this: that if you can't beat a team without a direct counter, then it's overpowered. I mean, if you just come in with any team and it's like there's no way that you're going to win the battle unless you have a direct counter, then I'd say this team is overpowered. That's a good definition of overpowered to me. And frankly, I feel this way about Sunlight teams, especially one with like triple healing like this, three backline healings. You're going to be hard pressed to win win a battle against this team. Oh, you know what I did there? I let my Scorpid get sort of low, but at least when it comes back, it's going to have a lot of health thanks to the sunny day. God, this is boring. I might as well just forfeit so that you don't have to watch this. Okay, so can this guy take me out with... if he crits again, yes. I'm hoping he doesn't crit here. Oh, he took that way out. Well, my Imp's... my Imp's healing a lot. And there goes the Scorpid, but it's going to come back with, what, 420? I almost said 4,200. That would be cool. God, this is just a horrible person. I seriously, I have this idea in my head. Like it used to be with idle users. But it's just like, you know what? I bet this person is like, because they're using like a blossoming ancient and singing sunflower, I bet they're just a horrible person in real life. That's what I think about them. Which is totally ridiculous. I mean, they're just a person like you and I playing this battle, and they like to play troll teams apparently that okay, well, let me think about this for a minute. I don't want to die. I think they're gonna kill my Scorpid here. Unless oh no, I hit for 378. I was thinking I hit for 266. They're probably not going to attack me here. Okay. What a painful way to get to 100 wins. How many rounds are we at anyways? Loser. Oh, I don't have my Imp's Immolation going? Jeez, man. I basically just did that I used it as a swapping mechanism so I can do damage. And let's see. So what's coming up for this guy? Let's get him out of there before he either solar beams me or uses photosynthesis. Now, you know, one of my ideas for a sunny day, how to fix it, is to make heals only heal if you're on the front line. So in other words, you know, that the singing sunflower. Wait, was that my solution or was that someone else's solution? Okay, I don't remember now. I did have a solution at one point. It was maybe like photosynthesis. Oh, photosynthesis only heals once on the back line. Maybe that was it. Maybe there was something else. Let's see. Does that seem like a good solution? I don't want to get too far off the topic here. Well, it looks like I'm contradicting myself here, because it looks like I got a decent chance of winning, and I don't have a direct counter to this team. So, boy, do I look silly. But I'm going to win. That was kind of like George Bush-ish. That was like a George Bush laugh. Well, I eat my own words. I said this is the kind of team that you can't beat if you don't have a direct counter. Well, look at me. I'm about to beat it without a direct counter. So, according to my definition, that you need a direct counter to beat an overpowered team, this is not overpowered. It's over boring, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, that was I was trying to save some face there, but it didn't really work out. Oh my God, you got me in the end, buddy. Ha ha ha. You didn't let me kill you on that 43rd round. Boy, did you ever show me. Sunny day user. Ha ha. What a jerk. Okay, well, there you go. I did a lot of babbling and mumbling and something-ing, but in the end I won. So one more. We got one more to go until we get to that 100 win club. I'm afraid this is going to be one of those verbal days where I look back and I'm like, dude, learn to speak English. Because I'm self-admittedly a bad speaker. The first video I made, I don't know if I have that up anywhere, but it was so much work because I decided to make it like, what did I call it? Battle analysis. So it was actually a pretty cool concept. Maybe I'll do it again where instead of just battling, here I battle. Basically I just battle and I mumble while I'm battling and I say some stuff and who knows what the hell I'm saying. But you just watch me battle, right? And I don't really talk about, get too in depth in the strategy. I probably should. But I should probably talk more about like breeds and stuff. I know I notice when, you know, Hero he introduces a team, he explains it very well. I'm just like, you haunt, and then you black claw, and then you nethergate. There's my explanation right there. But anyway, back to the battle analysis. Me. I broke it down move by move, and I even like went so far as like taking a screenshot of all the little a thumbnail of all the little move icons and showing it and breaking it down and talking about all the possibilities that could happen. I really should do that again because I do have some experience and knowledge to share in this area of World of Warcraft. So I'm trying to think, have I beaten this team before with this Blackclaw McGraw? Because I know I've faced it before. Good call. I assumed you were going to start with your... Okay, let me think about this for a second. What's he going to do? I'm going to take a chance. Oh, I lost out there. Okay, that's fine. That's really bad because now what's going to happen? Well, you know what? I'm not going to bring the kid back in. I'm going to bring the imp back in. Because what would have happened if I bring the kid back in, then he's just going to swap to his magical crawdad. But now I'm definitely at a loss here. Because if I gate him, which I'm definitely going to have to do right here, I can't just duke it out because I was behind. So sometimes with an imp, that first move makes all the difference. Okay, so now I gotta be careful because okay, that was a good move. That was a good move. How am I doing here? Alright, well, Ghastly, magical crawdad. I know you think you're amazing with your shield. But you're not as amazing as you first thought. I shouldn't talk crap, because I'm most likely going to lose this battle. Well, I said that last time, too. Who knows? I seem to be denting this magical crawdad pretty well. I don't know if it's going to be enough to take it out before the wish hits. I seriously doubt it. But things are going well, I'd say. Oh, how lucky was that? What a wonderful thing to happen to me, because I'm pretty sure that that the crawdad was going to get healed there. Okay. Alright. Oh man, why are you doing this to me, man? Probably good for him. Don't I have a Curse of Doom floating around somewhere? Oh, it's too late. I was so excited at beating that crawdad. Alright. let's do this. I am not out of the woods yet. Not even close, as a matter of fact. Because, see, I got too excited. I got too excited taking out that crawdad. How much health does my imp have? How much health does his imp have? Okay. If you're going to get in an imp versus imp showdown at the end of the battle, you would like your imp to have more health. And I think that might be where this is headed. Let me do it, let me do it, let me do it. Oh, you let me do it. I think they may have given up. All right. Ah, it hit high. It would have been nice to be able to, well... Oh, there's the 100 right there against a massive team. Kind of a lame way. I'm excited about it, but kind of a lame way to crit and then have them sniffle, have them run away. I'm pretty sure that team beat me before, but you know what? That's what happens with pet battles. There's luck involved. I was somewhat of a victim of that recently. Well, I don't want to talk about that, but you know, you get crit. You get crit in this game. Let's move it to the 100 win club and 125. Well, it's obviously much better than the Warriors. Well, actually, I don't know. Maybe they got those 35 losses, or some of those losses since they've been here. I don't know. I don't know how it compares with that. Oh, actually, I'm thinking about it backwards. It's obviously not as good as these ones, because these ones got to 100 wins with much less than 25 losses. You never know with these two. I'd have to go back and look. I think it did better. I think it did better than the Warriors. Probably not as good as Frosty Cold Rats, which is kind of surprising. Well, I guess that's not surprising. This is a powerhouse combo right there. Nightshade Sproutling and Bone Serpent. And I like to see people on the forums, I see them using this team a lot. I like that. You know, sometimes when, you know, people use like these teams and I'm like, well, why did I introduce those teams? But anyways, I'm going off on a tangent again. Congratulations to Black Claw McGraw. Let me think of things that I was trying to say that I didn't say earlier. I don't know that there's a real need to talk about the strategy now because you've already seen it. But were there any massive mistakes I made? You know, none are really coming to mind. I was thinking maybe I didn't need to haunt when that singing sunflower was recovering. I could have waited an extra turn to do that, but actually I think that was probably a good move because didn't I gate it out after that, and that did not allow it to use its photosynthesis. Oh, and I talked a lot about photosynthesis, and I was talking about a possible change to that. I seem to have had a good idea at one point, and to be honest, I don't remember what it is now. What if it didn't heal on the back line? I think that might have been my solution. Photosynthesis. Was that it? I don't know. That is a possible solution. I don't know if that was that was brought up by me or by someone else, or maybe. Oh, I know what I had in mind at one point was somewhat of a like a nerf to photosynthesis, like the second heal. Maybe it doesn't heal 2 times. Maybe it just heals like 1.5 or something like that. But again, I'll admit when I'm wrong, or at least in this case I was. I don't know if it was the best played sunny day team, but you know, I stand by my definition. Well, when is something overpowered? When you have to have um, a counter team to beat it. And I should probably amend that to say if it's well played, and if it's well played, you have to have a counter team to beat it. Because, you know, frankly, we've all beaten those poorly played Graves and MPD teams. When a Grave and MPD team that's well played, you're probably not gonna beat it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that there's much more for me to say. Maybe if I take a nap and I feel a little bit better, maybe I'll even make another video today. I feel pretty guilty that I didn't like that I left, and I'm doing well enough to make a video. But anyway, that's a different story. This is not quite as sick as he thought he was going to be. Discodoggy signing off, saying congratulations to Black Claw McGraw. Won 5 in a row today. To take it to 100. It's a 80% team, 80% with an imp. I don't know if that's good or not. I think it's good. Honestly, I think I might be able to do better than that with the imp and kid combo. The main problem with the mechanical Scorpid is that it's this attack right here. It's this Barbed Stinger, because it only does 266 damage, and it only has a 20% chance to poison the target. It's kind of a hard move to change, because, you know, if you raise it to like 50%, or what if it was even 100%? I think someone asked me that question. That would be a hard pet to play against if this was 100% and it had a blind and it had Black Claw. Imagine a 325 speed Kovok with a blind. Yeah, it's not exactly the same, but something like that. It would be pretty tough. But the 20% chance really holds the mechanical Scorpid back from being better. And then the alternate move here is Wind Up. And I've tried playing Wind Up on this, and it's just too clunky, because it doesn't have a normal attack. This is a 4-round CD, and then extra plating as well. Just a defensive move. I've tried to play with Blind and Wind Up. I've tried to play with Blind and Puncture Wound. Just doesn't work that well for me. So anyways, I'm getting off the point, but my point was that the mechanical Scorpid is probably the weak link at with this team, even though it works pretty well. It works enough to win 80% of the time for me. I don't know what other imp and kid teams I have, but maybe I should start making the next one now. Something with the blind. Oh, you know what? I have the team that I copied from that guy 12y, because he's 12 years old. His team name was You Sucks Bad, and I think he uses an imp, a kid, and an adder. And it's actually a pretty tough team, but you know, I'll think about it. I like the mechanical racial. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of times on teams, like good teams, I'll have an undead and a mechanical. I think those two racials are probably the best. But anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I could find another mechanical Scorpid, another mechanical pet that has something that can something similar to blinding poison. As of now, I don't know what that is, and I don't know how long I've been talking here, so I haven't had any problems running out of space, but I feel this is a long video, and who knows how long it is. I don't know. I'll check in a moment, because I'm going to stop it right now. Thanks for listening to me babble on about pet battles. Congrats again, Black Claw McGraw. Maybe make a video later if I'm feeling better. Have a great afternoon.